Montana, Wyoming, and I seen some of the most beautiful country in the world doing that because I was in a lot of back road areas on dirt roads, and I really enjoyed it. And the only other time I really enjoyed truck driving was when I was hauling dairy, running from Cimarron, Kansas, and Dodge City area out to Birmingham, up here to Iowa to the cheese plants, up to Wisconsin cheese plants, Minnesota, and occasionally over to California. But I really enjoyed doing dairy. It didn't pay the greatest, but I enjoyed hauling the dairy tankers because there's no appointments. You show up, you grab stuff, and you go deliver it. And I think my buddy Vitale might be live. I think I seen him just pop up on YouTube. Is that you, Vitale? You live?
Yes, I am live to both Facebook and YouTube, and I apologize for the joining late. Ran into some unexpected technical difficulties. It was a first. Uh, uh, but I think that might explain some of the problem that I was having yesterday. With frame drops and stuff, because I'm not seeing any now, and everything seems to be working okay. And and I apologize, like I said, for being late to the party. Yeah, this is Vitale here, and I'm live with Jeff Afdahl out of Iowa. I don't forgot where he's at. Uh, so
On the Mississippi River,
yeah, on the
little
Great
town
Mississippi,
called Dubuque.
Dubuque.
You, you know, it took me 6 months of living here before I could actually figure out how to pronounce it right. And then I started joking about it because our airport out here is listed as DBQ, and I said it's a good thing Dubuque starts with a D and not a B because we'd have a
We'd be
barbecue for an
barbecue.
airport.
Yeah. Uh, and for those of you over here on my channel, we're Jeff was talking about his business and some of his truck driving experience, and I'm very familiar with the truck driving side of it. I was trying to not be serious today and not talk about all the problems that are going on in the world, but you know what? That ain't working out. People keep insisting on bringing it up on social media, so uh, we'll be voicing our opinion loudly. You know,
And if you hadn't seen the meme going around on Facebook, believe me, you won't see me holding the donut.
Well, I can drop her
She's
off
going.
on Mondays and Wednesdays, but I don't Friday. I'm fishing.
She's she's gonna have to bring me bagels, not a donut. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
But no, all serious aside, yeah. I mean, come on, people. It is what it is. Um, keep your ass at home. Um, protect your family. Protect yourself. I mean, if everybody just locked themselves up for 10, 15 days and let this thing run its course, we could all get back to normal society. And
Yeah.
all the people out there wanting to spread boogers to everybody else, it's just going to take this and prolong this shit longer. Whether you believe it's a hoax or not, or you think this is a government BS thing, my God, just hunker down for 2 weeks. Let's get this shit over with. Let's get back to work.
Uh, at the end of the day, uh, the one thing that we should all, if we have any common sense, agree on is that we have a crisis. It's just now starting. It doesn't matter what they think about the virus. We have a crisis, and the economy is going to take a huge dump, and we're all in the same boat. So let's just work on making it through and coming out the other side and surviving long enough to get back on our feet and still be here in 2021, right?
Yeah, it's going to be the largest baby boomer and divorce rate year of the century. Everybody get locked up for 14 days. Either going to find out they love their wife and have kids, or they're going to be divorced when they get done.
Well, I seen one yesterday that had me laughing, and I shouldn't have. It was going to be a lot of babies born, a lot of divorces, and a lot of justifiable homicides. And
Yeah, well, I didn't want to touch on that one too much.
Well, I didn't want to touch on it, but I'm like, damn, they must have met my wife. She'll be trying to smother me in my sleep with the pillow.
That's just because you snore too loud. She's not. She's
You know,
not
the
trying to
only
smother
reason
you.
I'm
She's
still
trying to
the only
cover the
reason I'm
noise
still
up.
here and kicking is because she's too weak. She's not strong enough to hold that pillow down permanently.
Oh, then I post on Facebook. I put my own little meme out there. All you people, if you get bored and you ain't got nothing to do this weekend, find a real busy street where there's people walking around or driving down, and just roll of toilet paper down the street. You'll create chaos from hell. I guarantee you.
You know, y'all don't take us too serious. Y'all, I mean, we know that we're in a serious situation, but come on, might as well be laughing about it because it beats the hell out of crying, and that's the way I feel about it. And
Oh, people send me stupid comment. Some people freak out and send panic videos to me.
well, I can understand that they're stressed and that they're worried and they're freaking out. I really can. Uh, but it's not going to fix the problem. We're just going to have to be calm and think things through and you're going to have to be very flexible. I know that you're going to have to be able to change your plans on the fly. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. In my case, it'll be the whole alphabet. I'm sure. It's going to be alphabet soup over here. I'm telling you. But
Q through Z.
you know, most of my friends are, especially on social media, are into music and stuff, and surely some of y'all will take this time to write that next hit song or that next great piece of music. Uh, I've got friends that are comedians. If we're shut in, uh, if you've got a way to get online and you've got a web camera and you've got a microphone, you know what? Let's get together and do some videos and have a comedy hour. Uh, Now we're shut in and we're isolated, but I do believe that uh, if you're taking the proper precautions, like I could have somebody out here to do an acoustic and vocal set, uh, and there's plenty of room for social distancing in this shack. You can sit over here and play and sing, and I can sit over and run the stuff. We can have a good conversation and do something to help people pass the time, and I'm all for that. And because I am streaming locally to my Facebook, I'm going to take this time to say, I know a lot of people are like freaking out. I personally don't have much, but if you find yourself in a hard way and you ain't got nothing to eat or whatever, you know, either message, post on Facebook and let us know that you're struggling or you're having a problem. And if you're embarrassed, private message me and I'll put the word out. Hey, I've got somebody that's in need and they need some help, and maybe I can get somebody to bring you something. And if not, as bad as it is, I will get the Lysol and whatever, and I will bring you some beans and rice, whatever we got. And
Same here. Same
you
here in
know,
Dubuque, Iowa. If you can't get out and you need food or you need something, reach out. If
you know,
you're, you know, or if you just need anything, I don't care where you live, reach
you know,
out. I know a lot of people. I got about 3,500 friends on Facebook. We have this source here between YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and we're doing a little video thing here. Whatever city you live in, if you're handicapped, disabled, and you can't get out and you need food or something, let us know. Message us.
you know,
Um, we'll put a message out for somebody in your community to come out and check on you or help you. I mean, this is going to bring people either closer together or is this going to divide us as a nation?
you know. Well, we was already divided over politics. Let's come back together and do the right thing and try to help each other out and be here 2021. You know,
And the
you
biggest
know.
lesson this is going to teach a lot of people worldwide is how to keep hard goods stored in their home to the point where they can survive for at least 30 days.
Well,
And
we've just always I've just been in the habit for years, and it started when my kids were very little, and they would bring in their friends home from school, and we were feeding the whole neighborhood, 20, 30 kids a day. So I would try to do grocery shopping once a month, and of course, the third week or the fourth week we might have to go get some bread or some milk or something, but we had enough to get through the month, and that's because I didn't want to go shopping. I've always done most of the shopping in this family, and now I do all of it. And it's 13 miles from here to Walmart, or uh, 12.5 to HEB, and I don't want to be making that trip every other day, so I buy almost everything that I can for the whole month when I go. And I guess it's a good habit to be in.
It is. It's a great habit to be in.
You know,
Being young and homeless myself when I was younger.
and I see people posting about how well, we live in an apartment, we don't have room for groceries for a month. Well, I don't understand that, because we actually live in a travel trailer, and we managed to have enough groceries in that travel trailer to last us a month. You know,
Yeah, I mean, you just got to make the effort to do things right. It's anything, you know. But
I don't want to be mean. Now, I can understand it if you're in some crowded city and you've got 8 people living in a 1 bedroom apartment. I can see where it might be a problem. Okay, I can, and I'm not being hateful or ugly. I mean, it's just it's the reality. I've been to New York City. I've been to Boston. I've been to Chicago. So's Jeff. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
yep, been to the Bronx. Been
Oh
been
yeah, more. Of course, you've heard the story about. You remember when I started? I was training company drivers. And I was an owner operator, and I was training company drivers. I was the one that pushed for that to happen, and I had a student driver get me stuck under the subway in the Bronx. It's not underground there; it's up above. When you're coming down 95 South, right before the GW Bridge, that big old sign that says "Absolutely no trucks this exit."
yep.
That one. There's a reason that sign says "Absolutely no trucks this exit." Because as soon as you come off and you make that right, you come to a T, and there's the subway. It's 11 feet. Yeah, much
Yes.
fun.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember the old Oscar Mayer plant downtown Chicago. Back in the day, they used to give you the bridge. You know, you get the bridge maps and get around town in Chicago before they dug out all the railroads. There was an Oscar Mayer plant, and you had to be there by a certain time in the morning because they had an officer that blocked traffic coming out. Because going in, it was a 13.2 bridge, but coming out was a 13.6 bridge because of the way it was dug out. And between 3 and 4:30 in the morning, they'd let all the trucks. They'd stop the oncoming traffic, so we could go against traffic the wrong way, go under the bridge, and then drive over the median, do a U-turn, and back up into the docks. And then once they got all the trucks in, the place would leave because the only way we had to go out was come back out and go underneath the bridge. It's the only way to get in there. And it never failed. Every time I was there was always one truck come flying around the corner at 6:30 in the morning and slam into that bridge. And it was just like an ongoing thing. And back then, we used to make fun of Warner drivers because they were the ones always hitting that bridge. Nowadays, here we are in 2020, and we got Swift trucks and CRST trucks crashing everywhere. And we make fun of them, but
Yeah.
it comes and goes. Different companies, different memes, but yeah, we're just here. It's Saturday afternoon. A couple of us old retired truck drivers just hanging out, playing with our computers. There's no sports on TV. I'm not a sports fan anyway. I like my NASCAR and golf, and that's about it. Everybody else likes their football and their hockey, and the only thing I miss is the cheerleaders, but but
Yeah.
ain't got nothing better to do. So come hang out with us. Tell us, give us a comment. Somebody say something. I'm watching on my YouTube because I can't run on Facebook.
I
And
am on Facebook watching. I need to get over there and watch some YouTube.
well, it's
I sh-
because you have the paid version of the program we're running, so it's allowing you to stream wherever simultaneously.
yeah, well,
I I'm using the free version, so it's only letting me stream one place at a time.
I'll tell you what you do. Try it a couple more days, and if you actually like it, it's not that much for 3 months.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's on sale right now, I think, because of the virus thing. But when I was doing it by 3 months, it was like $24 and something for 3 months, and I think it's
They're
less than
running.
that now.
They're running a special during the virus thing. 15 rolls of toilet paper get you a 1 year supply.
Uh, I can't remember what 1 year cost me. It wasn't a bunch. It was like $100 tax or something like that. And you can buy a lifetime license for $199 and free updates for life. So, but I take that with a grain of salt because here today, gone tomorrow, right?
That's it. But yeah, people see me look up. I got more monitors up here from my other computer, and so I'm monitoring Facebook over here and YouTube over here, and then I'm watching my cryptocurrency and over so I'm here. Monitoring Facebook, and I do buy and sell cryptocurrency, so I am actively keeping an eye on it because it's getting close to hitting my sell number, and if it hits my sell, then I can reach back and buy and reset my buy number. So yes, I trade a little bit. Yeah, it's not a large amount. I think it's only, I don't know, about $1,000 that I swing back and forth at any given moment. But my YouTube channel is not very large. I can't monetize my YouTube. I'm working on building it up. So please, I don't know, give me the thumbs up button, about $1,000, like and subscribe. Whether it be my YouTube or Vitale's YouTube, like and subscribe. Help us achieve our goals. Vitale, I believe you're only 200 hours away from monetizing your channel.
I am. The last time I looked, I was 419 away, something like
Yeah.
that. It used to be monetized, and then Huey, Dewey, Pie, and Paul Logan got to messing up and had this big old scandal, and YouTube got mad and demonetized everybody under a certain deal, trying to get rid of a bunch of us small folks, And but I'm almost back up there. All I like is like 419 hours. I've already got the viewers. I mean, the subscribers, and man, I'm putting a load on this little laptop. I'm doing all the graphics on this computer. I'm doing Zoom on this computer. I'm doing XSplit on this computer. I've got YouTube pulled up on this computer and Facebook, and I'm monitoring all of it.
What's surprising to me is when I started broadcasting on YouTube on here, my GPU and CPU usage actually went down from when we were just doing the Zoom before we went live broadcasting. So I got plenty of power. I'm not even at my GPU is not even at 25%, and my CPU is still at 30 and 16. So I
Yeah,
am
my
doing
my,
great.
my CPU is at 32%, and my GPU is at 33.
Just hope your internet holds up.
Yeah, it's my internet that gives me problems. Sure enough, but I hate to jinx myself because I am looking at YouTube and Facebook, and it's looking really, really well. Now there's probably a lot of delay. And hi Pam, hey Robert, I'm not ignoring y'all. We just uh, doing a bunch of different stuff, and I'm trying to get all the windows open to where I can monitor comments.
Well,
And
I bet you I could probably link your Facebook, share your Facebook to mine.
now I did just hear a little bit of that internet, like a voice over IP phone does when it's got a bad connection. I just heard that in the audio, so I may have to close the window.
Ah,
I do have a bandwidth monitor, but it's not installed on this computer. It's on the main computer across the room. So, but I'm streaming in 1080p to both YouTube and Facebook.
I'm fixing to share you to my page, my 10 challenge page.
Hello, Mary. Good to see you this morning. How are you doing?
There we go. Going live in my 10 challenge page. See if I can share us live in my Powerful Dream Team group. My Powerful Dream Team group's got 8,000 people. Let's see if we can get a little help there.
If you wonder why I keep bending over and disappearing out of the screen, it's because I'm turning my heater on and off.
For you guys that don't know, Butch is down in Texas, so anything below 65 degrees is cold down there.
Well, especially for me, but uh, the rest of me is warm. It's just that my feet are cold this morning, and they were yesterday morning. It's it was 40 degrees the last time I checked, but it's gray and dismal. It looks like winter in London, is what it looks like.
I gotta get more organized. My keyboard is underneath my microphone here, so let's get
Yeah.
this slid over here. There we go.
Say hello, Tammy. Hello, Jay. We're just sitting here shooting the shit, trying to pass the time while we are uh, shut in at home. Hopefully, we'll get this. We'll start getting this going about the same time every day, and we can get people to come in and join in and try to take people's mind off their problems and stuff. We're not trying to harp too much on the problems that are going on. Uh, but if you need to talk to somebody, message me or message Jeff or uh, if you need some help, let us know. Maybe we can get somebody to come help you. You know, and if you're here locally, and if I have to, I'll come help you myself. May not be but some beans and some rice, but I'll do what I can. And that's all we can do. Let's just try to make it through this, and everybody be here next year.
Well, it's Saturday. That's all
And I
we know.
know. And no.
Well, actually, yesterday, no, I guess a month from yesterday will be a historical month because it'll be what 4/20 2020 National Pot Smoker Day.
Something like that.
I heard somebody say that the other day. They said that during the crisis, what they ought to do is legalize medicinal marijuana and alcohol, so everybody could sit at home and chill out. But
You know, I don't know. There might be a good idea. I don't know because I don't really partake of the God's herb. I know a lot of people that do.
I haven't messed with this stuff since high school. But with
Robert,
CBD stuff out, I don't. My wife uses the CBD. I can't because I'm still a current truck driver, and it's just something I can't take that chance with at the moment. So I do other things to keep up my immune system. I use a real strong antioxidant and probiotics for
you
my
know,
health.
and I'm not a heavy drinker. Robert sent me this, I think last year, and as you can see, I've still got most of it.
That's because I'm not there. That'd already be gone.
Yeah. Well, it may be gone pretty soon. What with everything going on, you know, but but you know, a lot of people think that I'm an alcoholic, and I'm not. I really don't drink that much.
No, you just stumble around and fall down naturally. You don't need a drink for that
I
shit.
sure don't. Uh, Man, last week I woke up and I hate to even tell this story, but I'm going to I've had a huge knot right here on the back of my head, and it felt like somebody had hit me in two places with a baseball bat. And I honestly don't know how that happened because I didn't fall down, I didn't bump my head. Uh, Pam says, "Well, that's where I hit you," and I said, "Well, you must have hit me hard enough that you did a total reset because I'm not seeing any lost time. I didn't wake up from the floor going, what happened? You know what I'm saying?" She just did a
Well, that's a
factory
good thing.
reset.
That's a good thing. So I'm refreshing my YouTube channel here.
Yeah. Now my Facebook may be froze up. I can't tell. I may be running out of bandwidth over here. I may have to close one of these streams.
Let me refresh your Facebook. I'm following you on Facebook right now. Let me refresh it.
It may be just that I'm running out of bandwidth. I don't know because my playback on Facebook really it has froze up. Running out of bandwidth. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
still we're still moving around.
Well, I just refreshed it and it's playing again. It may be just on my internet, but YouTube is running along just fine, trucking along.
Yes, it is. YouTube is strong.
But I keep having playback issues on. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Alex is a music. You still here in Midland, Odessa, Alex? I'll look back in a minute and see if he's answered. I know there's a huge delay between
Yeah, Robert.
here
Robert said
and social
said,
media.
"Hey Pam and Alex, welcome to our show." Us just messing around, having fun, having having a toast of water, a drink of coffee. Um, I jumped on a thing that a few friends of mine started up. The world's largest happy hour. It's a Facebook page, and I think 7 o'clock Central or Eastern time last night, and I think they're going to do it again tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And it's just a live Zoom room where everybody gets together, and they can hold up to 5,000 people in there, and they're trying to build the largest happy hour. And so this is my drink of the night was my Blue Label water.
Yeah. Uh, I was in there about an hour last night, and I may stop back in there tonight. And yeah, Alex says he's still over Midland. That's cool. I didn't know if you went to San Angelo or not, and I may have you confused. I talked to so many people, but I thought somebody was talking about moving back to San Angelo, and I thought it might have been you. Uh, I hear my wife coming in the back door.
She wants to know what we're doing. What she was
We are
waiting.
live streaming, honey, and you're going to have to be really careful because I've got cameras and stuff in the way. So I don't know where you're going.
She's gonna come in and say, "What are you old guys doing?" So I am live in my 10 challenge page. You can find that at the10challenge.com. That's my Facebook fan page. Click on that. Gotta kill that volume so I can watch it. Oh, there you go. I can see. Cool. I can see comments from my page and your page there.
For those of you on YouTube that wonder what we're doing today, we're just a whole bunch of nothing. Jeff is in Dubuque, Iowa. I'm in Odessa, Texas, where we're hooking up through Zoom, and I'm bringing him into my XSplit via Zoom out to Facebook and YouTube, and then he's in Zoom bringing me out to his Facebook and YouTube and stuff. Are you? No, you're on Facebook, right? Or YouTube?
I'm
Are you
on
on YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay.
And I'm sharing your Facebook on my Facebook pages.
Yeah. So yeah, we're two different parts of the country, streaming to social media, different social media platforms, all at the same time, just so that we can do it, and we ain't got anything better to do.
And if anybody'd like to follow me on YouTube, go to my Facebook page, jeffafdahl.com, and under my profile, my YouTube link is there. I don't know what it is, or I would have put it in, so I didn't put it in there. Follow me on YouTube. Follow Butch on YouTube. But
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why my Facebook player keeps freezing up because I've got plenty of system resources. I've got 0 dropped frames, and I'm having to. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why
you're
my
doing
Facebook
good on my
player
end.
keeps freezing
I'm
up
watching
because
you here
I've
on
got
my
plenty
10
of system
challenge
resources.
page, and
I've
you're
got 0
just
drop
fine.
frames.
You're not freezing up one bit at all.
And well, I'm not sure. I don't know why
You're
my
doing good
Facebook
on my
player
end.
keeps freezing. Sorry about that. It may be out here when the internet starts acting up. It's not the upload speed that normally slows down. It's the download, and I may be losing a lot of my download speed today. Normally that wouldn't be a problem. I mean, if I was getting what I paid for. And did you take a break, Jeff?
No, I just threw your full screen up for something to do.
Messing up my screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here,
That's okay. I'm gonna. I need the guy sitting on the toilet to put in my windows when you do that. I may go grab that later and put that in my photo album.
Well, here I'll put you back. I'm just playing right now, pushing buttons. It's a new program. It gives me something to play with.
Yeah. No. Well, there's still a lot in there that you haven't got into yet, but it's actually pretty easy to use, and when you get used to it, I think it is a little bit more streamlined than OBS. But they all have something different that they bring to the table, and I'm going to
Yes, it
come
does.
back to this, and I'm going to harp on it. But used to, you could get a subscription. You could actually just outright buy a live stream studio. It was $799. You could buy it. You owned it forever. And then Vimeo bought out live stream, and they've done away. You can no longer buy a live stream studio. The only way you can use all the features of live stream studio now is through a subscription. If you want to stream to social media and bypass Vimeo and live stream, it's $900 a year.
Yep, I remember that.
And it's aggravating because uh, it was on my list of things to buy as I made money, and when I got the money, I went to go get it, and you couldn't buy it no more.
Yep.
And I really 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 like it. That's
Well, I think later on in time, as technology moves along, um, it's gonna get cheaper. It's just gonna be free apps, and you'll be able to live stream like this on your cell phone to each other.
Yeah, I think there's still some apps that you can.
But it'll eventually get to the point where, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media is at that time in the next 20, 30 years, I think it's just going to be a simple thing of, you know, group meetings online and be able to share it socially. It won't be expensive like it is now. It'll be easy, simple, cheap programs. But for my viewers, I'm curious. How many of my viewers deal with cryptocurrency? Because I keep an eye on it myself. That's why I ask. Get back to my page here. Kind of bump myself out of different spots. I need to mount my camera up there where I can, while I'm looking at my monitors, is I'm looking at the camera.
I've got cameras all over the place. It looks like a minefield going that way.
You got more cameras in Fort Knox.
Yeah. Well, I've got all of them. So yeah, I've got all of them set up this morning from last night because we were bringing in. Uh, I was bringing in that third camera, separately into a separate program, and then we figured out that we didn't need to do it that way. But
So,
you,
I mean, the new things that have popped up is, I guess, California and New York are kind of getting pushed to a somewhat of a lockdown. What's going on? They said the Midwest is still kind of slow. I haven't looked at the charts this morning. I don't know. Have
I
you
looked
looked at
at
the?
it first thing this morning, and it hadn't updated, but it was starting to update as we started all this. So I haven't went back and looked at it.
And that's
And
the Bing COVID-19 chart. And what's funny about that? I don't always say funny, but what me and Vitale have been looking at is, it'll be a week on Sunday when I looked at it for the first time, because Vitale was sharing it, and the United States only had 1,300 cases of COVID-19 on Sunday a week ago. And as the weeks progressed, this morning I took a glimpse at it. I think we're over 10. It was over 10,000 this morning.
we are at 22,251 right now,
Holy shit! Okay,
and it's still behind.
but it was just at 7,000 on Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Monday night it was at 1,714.
Yeah.
and it's expensive. And what a lot of people don't realize is if this was a NASCAR race and the coronavirus was the cars are still in the pits warming up. It hadn't really started yet. You know what I mean? That's
Oh
what's
yeah.
scary. And that's why everybody's trying to shut it down now. That's why they're wanting us to shelter in place, stay home, and social distance ourselves. They're trying to nip it in the bud. Uh,
I got friends in Canada, and Canada last night was at 1,071 cases, and I try to explain to a few of my friends in Canada that you're about a week behind where the United States was a week ago. And if we're at 22,000 a week later, and Canada is just now at 1,050, they're going to be 15, 20, 25,000. But their president or prime minister already told them to start locking themselves down.
yeah. Well,
So
they're
a little farther ahead of the game than we are.
and Italy surpassed China's death toll last night.
Yep. I seen your post on that.
And
So yeah, this is my company wants to send me out Monday morning to Colorado, and I don't understand. Just to go deliver a bunch of clothes to a department store that's shut down. I can't see why they want to jeopardize sending me out in this crap. And the sad part is, if I turn down the work, then I get denied unemployment. And as long as they run me one trip a week, I don't qualify for it. So, and I don't get it because they're not the ones paying for it, because it was announced that any employees who are out of work that file for workman's comp, that the company will be notified that their employees receiving workman's comp, but it's not coming out of the company's account. It's being covered by the federal government right now. So the reason the government did that is to keep employers from trying to force their employees to stay at work and allowing them the opportunity to stay at home and be safe. So the government stepped up to the plate on that one too.
Yeah.
So I just don't get why they want to send me out. I mean, they gave a few of our drivers opportunities to go other places. We got a few drivers going down to Texas and Louisiana to haul food for another one of their divisions. I've but me and you've been in it. I've been out in trucking 32 years. You were in it 20 something years before you got out of it. I've ran enough disasters, and at my age, I don't care to get out into this disaster and push it.
No, I still remember Katrina. Man, that was rough.
Well, Katrina down in Louisiana, and then the big one they had in Florida, Hugo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you sat down there in Hugo or not. That was
well, I know that during the Katrina thing, I was all up and down the Gulf Coast shoreline. Uh, Galveston, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and it was white plumb out. And I used to have pictures of all that, and I don't know where they're at. That was before I was real big on social media, and I didn't have time for it back in. Back in, we had Yahoo. I was live streaming from a webcam up on my dash into Yahoo group chats and stuff.
Yeah, that's all they had back then was chat rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that if you think back when we started driving a truck, we didn't have cell phones and we didn't have internet.
We didn't have smartphones. I didn't have a cell phone, and then I had the old StarTAC. I've still got that StarTAC somewhere.
I remember
those.
I remember when pagers came out, and companies started handing us pagers. That was the biggest pain in the butt in the world of being a truck driver.
Yeah,
have a cell phone. Everything was all based on pay phones and calling cards.
Yeah, my ex boss, I worked at a car lot in Brownwood, Texas, and he thought I just had to have a pager. I'd be in the shop, literally a wall between us, and he could open the door and said, "Hey, Butch," and he'd page me. And mother, I'd throw When I quit, I don't know how many pages were in the top drawer of my toolbox. I just opened that drawer and I'd throw a pager in it. He'd say, "Where's your pager?" I said, "I don't know. I lost it." He'd go buy another one. I'd put up with it a day or two and I'd throw it at the top of that goddamn toolbox.
I can't tell you how many of them I threw out a truck window on the interstate.
Oh, I throwed a couple cell phones out. Oh, you've dealt with the dispatchers, some of the same dispatchers I did. We worked at the same company, and I throwed more than one out.
Well, I remember my first cell phone was a bag phone. Carry around that 2.5 pound battery with the cord to the headset, and the thing was $1.10 a minute to talk on that thing. And we thought we were cool until
Uh,
I got that first $1,000 phone bill, and I thought, holy shit, what am I doing with this thing?
well, I remember when internet come out. I was running a BBS, a bulletin board service, and had four modems. Uh, 4 people at a time could come in onto my computer. Do file sharing and stuff. And then internet come out, and I was the third person in Brown County to get internet, and the other two beat me because I was at work, and I had to wait until you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
And got my first internet bill. Uh, it was $234 and some change.
Yep. I remember I built a website, in HTML and JavaScript, back before Windows came out, and that's when internet people were starting to build websites and do stuff. And I built a website, and it was called goldminecoupons.com. And what I did is I had set up a regional, a national, it was based on the United States. It was based on, and it dropped down to a next click button was click on what state you were in, then click on what city you're in. And what I was trying to do at that time was get it set up to where people could print out their own coupons, where it be from like Johnson Johnson, Procter and Gamble, um, or a local, somebody in their state that had a statewide business, or on a local level, a local business. And I remember I called and talked to some of the advertising people at Johnson Johnson and Procter and Gamble, and at that time they told me that they didn't never foresee the internet to go any further than what it is at the point it was at right now, and they didn't see a future in investing into doing internet coupons. And I was trying to show them a way that they could save millions of dollars in printing costs by letting the consumer print their own coupon. And they didn't see it. They said it would be a waste of money and a waste of resources to consider doing something like that. So my problem was is I was an innovator 5 to 10 years ahead of my time, because now there's all kinds of coupons online.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, and hey, Randall. If you'd caught me about 2 months ago, I had two little cameras that I could have sent you, but I got rid of them, and all I have left are the ones that I actually use. I don't really have what you would call extras or anything laying around that I don't use anymore. I did have two that they were brand new, the little action cams, kind of like a GoPro, and I didn't never use them, so I got rid of them. Uh,
Well, I got a GoPro, but it's such a pain in the butt to try to use it on a computer.
uh, Depending on which one, I don't know if you need a video capture card for that or not. Some of them will stream over the USB.
Mine's the black GoPro Black.
Yeah, but about six, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've been around a while now. I'd have to look,
I
and some
my
of them
wife
will. Some
my
of them,
wife got it for me 3 years ago.
yeah.
Um, when I started doing metal detecting, because I have a metal detecting YouTube channel, and I was doing videos for it, and I don't know which one she got.
I
So it's
don't.
two.
I don't know. Uh, Seems like some of those would had a USB port that you could use as a webcam, But I think most of them have a mini HDMI port out, and you have to have a video capture device. I don't know. You'll just have to look at the particular model and look in the specs, or just
Okay.
uh, let me know what it is, and I'll look it up.
No, it's I think I looked it up once before, and there's just too many other things you had to add to go with it or whatever.
It may be the
And
one that you have to have the video capture, like a cam link or something
yeah,
like that.
I think that's what it is, a cam link or something, whatever. But yeah, it wasn't worth it. I probably
But
need to get another external camera for my bigger computer because my Dell computer doesn't have a camera on it. So
I
I got no,
wished
I got all these monitors up here with no cameras. So yeah, I probably need to get another camera for my other computer.
I bought this camera right here like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. I'd have to go back and look. And of course, on your deal, the way you got done, it looks a little blurry, but it's actually a really good camera. But when it came out, it was not. It had some flaws in it, and it took them. They orphaned the camera. They only made it that one run. They didn't. It was only available for about a year until the supplies sold out. And finally, about 2 months ago, they finally released an update to fix that damn camera. Uh, now that it's fixed, I wished I had two more of them. It works really well, especially for live streaming. To like what we're doing, and it records in 4K. How you doing, Josh? Glad to see you back. I don't know who is left. It says my wife is still watching. She must have laid her cell phone down.
Sorry
Robert's
about that.
still watching.
My wife came here with some breaking news in Dubuque, Iowa. Yes, me and Vitale are live here.
We are hogging all your internet.
I'm live on my YouTube because I can't do YouTube and Facebook at the same time, but he's on both. But she came in here with her phone with some breaking news. Some guy downtown Dubuque.
Hi, Butch.
Hi, hon.
How are you?
Doing good. Pam says hi.
Hi, Pam. Hi. I heard you had a great time in the store.
I did. Jeff tell you about that?
I read it.
What's bad about that? That's 100% true. No exaggeration.
Aw. Well, good for her. All right, guys.
But anyway, the breaking news is downtown Dubuque. The story that she's reading right now on what's unfolding is the police and stuff are downtown. That somebody ran into the restaurant with a knife. I don't know. I don't know if they're robbing it for food or robbing it, whatever.
Maybe he's trying to steal her toilet paper.
Oh, maybe it's kind of a downhill drop down to that restaurant. Maybe there was a roll of toilet paper that rolled down there, and they thought it ran into the restaurant, and they went in there chasing after their toilet paper roll. Who knows? Just typical BS that happens in a small town community.
Oh my God. I know, Robert. I started out with like a 1200 baud. It was like ridiculously slow, and of course there towards the end of dial up it was 56K. And I had four of those, and four phone lines. That was back when Windows would let you have more than one internet connection going at the same time, and you could bridge them all together. And you can still kind of do it now. It just doesn't really work the same way.
Yeah, people see me hit this vape quite a bit. In the last 6 months, I've dropped from 6 milligrams of nicotine down to one. So I've been aggressive about dropping my nicotine level down. I'm almost at zero, so I'm at 1 milligram. which is like next to none. So I'm not getting much nicotine out of it. So yeah, I hit it a lot. I go through a lot of juice.
Well, I quit smoking once, in 2009, and I made it over 6 months, and I did it using a vape. And if things hadn't went the way they had, I'd probably stayed quit. And but I made the mistake of picking up a pack of cigarettes, and I, I've never looked back. And I've got people that get on to me for smoking, and I get it, I do. But they need to understand that my smoking is a proven fact. It's a proven fact that my smoking saves lives. It really is. And I know people that they'll hear me say that, and they don't understand. I got people push my buttons all day, every day. And
Well, I quit smoking 6 years ago, and I've been vaping for 6 years, and I'm almost done with this. It's getting there, but I'm going to step away from the camera for a minute. I'm going to put you on full screen here, and go get me some more water. I'll be right back.
all right, well, I'm not going to change mine. I'm going to leave it just the way it is, and hopefully Facebook is kind of sort of keeping up comments. It's real bad about hiding comments, and you don't see them until after the live stream is over. So if I have missed anybody, I sincerely apologize. Some of it is because I am actually doing more than one thing at once. I'm just not sitting here talking, and I'm trying to keep track of several different things. I am going to change my screen because his screen is messing up my screen, and that's all there is to it. So we'll just do that for a minute. And so far, Facebook is still going. What do you got going on today, Robert? I'm gonna have to move around, so I'll be in his screen talking to whoever he's streaming to here. I don't have any material lined up to be talking about. We're supposed to be just shooting the shit. Oh, I will say this for anybody on YouTube: this is not a child-friendly channel, and I'm pretty sure Jeff's isn't either. It's not aimed at children. So if you're a minor, you probably need to run over to Disney Plus or whatever, and we're not responsible for y'all picking up any bad language or bad habits. Oh, I thought about it, but at this time of the day, there's nothing on here because all we have is the antenna. We don't have cable or anything or satellite or anything like that. So, yeah. When we end this, I may go over and put on Amazon Prime or something like that. I don't know, and find something to watch with my wife, my lovely bride. She is in here with me at the studio. She showed up after we started live streaming, and I don't have a camera set up pointing that way, so I can't bring her in, so she could say hi to everybody. I know he passed away, but he picked a good time to go. Kenny Rogers, but he was 81. Oh yeah. He probably turned the TV on, looked at the news, and said, "You know what? I'm checking the fuck out. I've done been through all this." And for any of y'all that are suffering depression or anything like that, please don't take that serious. If you're feeling suicidal or anything like that, call somebody. Reach out to them. You know, we're just over here shooting the shit and having a good time, but you know, every once in a while we stumble onto a serious subject. So a lot going on in the world today. And Mr. Afdahl had better hurry up and get back because I'm down to less than a cup of coffee in this thermos. And when this thermos is empty, I'm out of here. Caffeine and nicotine, that's my addiction. And I think there's the words to a song in there somewhere. I wished I could reach over and adjust Jeff's setup over and get me so I wouldn't have to be like,
I'm coming back.
hurry back. Boy, you got me looking all blurry over there.
Uh-oh.
I'm having to lead sideways so I fit in the middle of the screen.
What'd you do? You changed
let me switch back to the other one now.
Oh. You camera flopper, you?
Well, actually, I'm just changing scenes. I'm still on the same camera today. I'm only running one camera.
Brr, my wife turned the heat off. It's getting cold in here.
Why did it not change? Oh, I know. I'm going to push the wrong button.
Yeah, push the button.
My hair blonde. I am not politically correct, and I never intend to be, folks. If you're looking for PC, you're in the wrong room.
Oh, yes. Robert mentioned, rest in peace, Kenny Rogers. I grew up on him.
Yep.
And, yeah.
The Gambler, Lucille. He also did jazz, for those that don't know.
Yeah. And if I remember right, I think his real first name is Garth.
But I don't know how long I've been online. I didn't set a counter.
72 minutes on YouTube.
Well, that's how long you've been.
You
I ran
started
into technical difficulties. I had to start late. I was late to the party.
better
I
to be
missed
late
a lot
than
of
never show up at all.
missed a lot of good stuff because it reminds me of an old lesson when it comes to computers and live streaming and software and all that. If you got something that's mission critical, you'd better make sure that it's working the night before. But it was in all fairness, it was because I was on it the night before. But
Yeah, we had it working great yesterday.
Yeah, but I was experiencing a few minor problems yesterday, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And today, it's like, oh, you need to update your video card driver stuff, and that has fixed everything. Hopefully, my audio and my video is in sync. Nobody has complained about it.
That's a band, isn't it? NSYNC.
Yeah, I know, right? Last night, or was it last night or this morning? I can't remember. It was probably last night. My audio wasn't working right because I've got more than one audio device, and XSplit had changed audio devices even though it wasn't showing up right. That's what it had done. And what I finally had to do was close everything out, reboot the computer, and go back in and tell it what audio device to use, and that fixed the problem. But I was in a foul mood over it.
Well, I'm going to do a camera adjustment here, if you don't mind. See what I can get done here. I'm going to put this camera up here. And see if I can get it adjusted right on this monitor, because I keep looking up to this monitor here.
Well, other than my graphics needing a little adjustment, you're fine.
So, yeah, I'm a little farther away from the camera now.
My light's changing in here, so hold on a minute.
Getting dark there?
Well, it's getting a little darker.
Yeah, I guess we do got a few dark clouds kicking in up here in Iowa too.
Let me try that. Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm on
might
the
have
wrong
to
window.
make my.
Durr. Y'all bear with me. I probably should have just left this alone.
Adjustments.
Well, this is why I always stress a 100% controlled lighting environment. But unfortunately, a lot of us are doing this from home, and our homes have windows. And uh, I need to mount more lights on this side of the room, and it would fix that problem. But at night, I don't have to mess with nothing. From dark 30 until daylight 30. But during the day, I've got windows right here, and the lighting changes, and it messes up my video production.
My Bitcoin cup.
Well, I guess everybody is about dropped out over on Facebook, and I appreciate those of you that stopped by and joined the conversation for a second. I really do. And Jeff, I'm probably fixing to get off here for a little bit.
Sure, not a problem.
It's 1:30. Hold on. It looks like my buddy Steve joined. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hello, Steve.
We've talked about a bunch of goofy stuff, some good stuff, some depressing stuff, told jokes, been off color. Definitely not politically correct. So
yeah, I might. Once you jump off, I'm gonna probably kill my YouTube here. I think I had 2 or 3 people come on my YouTube, click like, and that's about it.
Yep. Well, I don't have the link, but I'll find it later. If share that video on your page, and I'll go get that link and share it.
It's on my Facebook page.
I'm not going to do it right now because I got too much stuff going on over here. Yeah, and I'm on my laptop. I'm not on my desktop.
I'm going to kill my broadcast. So everybody on YouTube, I'm signing off. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for the ones who showed up and those who watched the replay. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe and follow me for future broadcasts on YouTube. I'm out. When you jump off, I might jump on and go live on my Facebook page by myself here in a little while.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up over on YouTube, and I enjoyed it. And I was trying to monitor the comments, but I'm not too up to it. But thank you for stopping by, clicking that like, that subscribe. I'm going to share a link to Jeff's YouTube channel later in the comment section. Be sure to go check him out, say hi, click like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Every little bit helps.
Yes, it does.
This is Vitale here. Till next time, I'm out of here on YouTube. Y'all have a good one now.